Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's look, I thought I would just try and create a glowy sort of a rose gold natural everyday glam sort of makeup look. So I hope you really like it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, if you want to see how I've created this look, let's just get straight into it. Hey, so I'm just going to start off by doing my foundation. I have already primed my face with the Maybelline um, Baby Skin Primer. So now I'm just going to use my True Match Foundation in the shade 3N. And I don't want today to be really heavy foundation or heavy anything really. I kind of want it to be just a sort of more natural look. So I'm just applying that with my Morphe M439 foundation brush, as usual. Now I am just going to go in and do my under eye highlight with the NYX HD Studio Concealer. This is in the shade Alabaster. And this is just going to kind of lighten up the sort of middle of your face almost. You kind of do underneath your eyes, middle of your forehead, sort of down your nose to your chin. And go in and blend it out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. This just sort of seamlessly presses it into your skin and just helps smooth it out beautifully, so there's no harsh lines or anything. Now I'm just going to powder the bits that I've highlighted, the lighter bits, with my Collection Primed and Ready setting powder. It's just supposed to be an invisible setting powder, just to kind of help set it in place all day. The next thing I am going to put on is this Maybelline Matte Maker. This is just a slightly darker tone pressed powder that I just set the rest of my makeup with around the rest of the foundation that's not so light. And this just helps smooth out the base for when you add other powders on, like bronzers or blush and things like that, so it doesn't grab to the wetness of the foundation and still be a bit tacky. So I'm just going to mattify that a little bit. Okay, so now that is all sort of set, I'm just going to warm up my face a little bit with a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use a matte bronzer today. This one is by Makeup Academy, so it's really inexpensive, but you get a real good size pan. So I'm just going to use a large powder brush. This is just a Real Techniques one. It'll just sort of apply quite a lot of product, and you don't have to be too precise with this. Just kind of get it on your cheeks and bring it down towards your apples of your cheeks a little bit. It'll just give your face a little bit of warmth and a little bit of definition in your cheekbones. So that's as much contour, well, bronzing and colour I'm going to do for the moment. I'm just going to do my eyebrows now, and then we'll go in and do the eye look. Okay, so I have done my eyebrows, and now I'm just going to go and start off the eye makeup look. So I'm going to start off by using my Morphe 350 palette. It's like this. So it's got lots of lovely natural kind of shades in it, and just use sort of between these two shades here just to build up a little bit of colour and use them as transition colours all over your eyelid. I'm just going to take a little bit of this colour here, this kind of orangey warm toned brown, and just pop that sort of on the outer corner, just to build up a little bit of extra colour. I don't want anything sort of dark or too smoky today, just more natural, but just sort of around the outer corner of the eye going in towards the middle. But okay, so I'm just going to use the original concealer that I used, just to go in and pop some on the lower lid, so that the pigment I'm going to use has got something to sort of stick to. So I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand and just take a little flat brush just to apply it to the lower lid. So you can just see there's that kind of dome shape of concealer. Now I'm just going to use this Barry M, it's just a loose pigment. This is in the colour Rose Gold. So I'm just going to apply that. I'm actually going to apply it with my finger, and just sort of dip it in on the tip of my finger. And it just seems to apply a little bit better when you go straight in and tap it on. And obviously there is that concealer there to for it to stick to, otherwise it might be a little bit looser. So you can see it just kind of sticks really well to it and just gives the eyelid a lovely sort of sheen and shimmer. And really it's just about building up as much colour as you want and sort of blending out the edges a little bit, just so it kind of blends into those transition colours that you put in. I've just got another one of those Barry M's. It's just a slightly lighter colour. I think this one is called, I don't know, it's in the shade 105, but it's just a slightly lighter, more sort of champagne-y pink sort of colour. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that just right on the centre part, just to lighten it up a tiny bit. So just again on the end. And it's going to be very subtle, but if you just put a little line sort of right in the centre of it, it just almost gives it an extra bit of glow. So if you just sort of blend it out to the outer edges, and then it's all blended in together with no sort of harsh lines at all. I'm just going to go back in with this medium sort of brown one here, just to put back any sort of depth that I've taken out with the shimmer. I kind of want it all to be nice and blended. Now this bit is totally optional. You can totally just leave it there for a kind of more subtle look. I just bought this recently. It is the Stila foiled liquid shadow. It's in the shade Rose Gold. So I'm just going to put it sort of right in the centre of the eyelid, just to give it an extra bit of pop of sort of shimmer. And you can just see it's just an extra bit of kind of glitter and shimmer to draw attention to that sort of spotlight eye. And I'm just going to blend it out with that shaded brush. So yeah, that's it. It's just as I say, you don't have to do that little bit, but it's just a little bit of extra shimmer because it's my fave. For the under eye, I'm just going to go back in with the original first Morphe colours that I put on the transition colours, and just use this sort of flat shader brush to just press a little bit close to the lower lashes. So I'm just going to use these two here again. And the last thing that I'm going to do is just add in a tiny little bit of that Stila Rose Gold, just right in the middle, so it kind of mirrors the what went on the top, and just put it right in the middle of the bottom lower lash line. And sort of just bring it out a tiny little bit, so it's just in the middle. And you can always just blend it out again with your shader brush. So yeah, that's it. I am going to now just put on some mascara. I'm not going to do false lashes today. You could do just to kind of glam it up a little bit, as I wanted this to be a more natural look. I'm just going to do just mascara today. So this is the finished eye look. As I say, I've not gone in and put any lashes on because I don't know, I want to keep it natural, so more of an everyday look. Now I'm just going to finish off the rest of my face. I'm just going to add a little bit of colour on the cheeks with a little bit of blusher, and I'm going to use the blusher out of the Jaclyn Hill and Becca palette, because this blusher here, this one, it's called Rose Spritz, I think. It's just got, you can just see it's got a little bit of highlight in it as well, so it's kind of a rosy gold colour, so kind of in keeping with the theme of the video. And just using a Zoeva powder brush to just pop a little bit on the apples of your cheeks and add a little bit more goldy shimmer. And the last bit, the highlight, I am going to use this Sara Zaar Loose Pigment for a bit of highlight. It's just a beautiful colour. This is a nice kind of rosy gold sort of shimmer too, so I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of that, like a tiny bit. You don't want to kind of overdo it. Well, you do really. I do. And just take it in the normal places. It's kind of like a C shape around here, so just from the arch of your brow up here all the way around and back down to here is where I do it, just to get an extra bit of glow. Just see it. Ooh. Down the centre of my nose. I haven't done any inner corner highlight. That's going to just add a little bit of something. Let's just finish off by doing that. Okay, I'm just going to use a little bit of one of the highlighters, this Prosecco Pop here from the Jaclyn Hill thingy, and just put it in the inner corner just for the last bit of glow. I just do a little bit of inner corner highlight. I just find it opens up my eyes a little bit more. It's very subtle, but it does. Along the brow bone. I'm just going to keep my lips totally nudie natural and just use a collection. It's a cream puff matte lip cream in the colour Powder Puff. Okay, so this is the final look. I just wanted to keep it nice and natural, and just with the slight kind of rosy gold tone that seems popular at the moment. It is a very, very pretty, very wearable and easy to apply sort of makeup look. Obviously you can go in and add extra bits with the lashes or more glitter. I just wanted a touch today. Yeah, so I hope you like it. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more makeup tutorials and general beauty chat. And I will see you again in my next video. Thank you for watching.